Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from NH35 and I am back with the full review for this particular piece, which is the AddiesDive Pilot watch, right? So I've bought this watch on the AliExpress 11/11 sales last year, and I've done an initial review for this particular piece, but due to tons of other watches that it has got in its way, so now finally I've got to do a full review for this awesome piece, right? So before we do that, let's do a quick wristwatch check. Today I am wearing my newly unboxed SNK Seiko 5 SNK 381K1. I have been eyeing this watch for quite some time now. Check out that very fine, very nice cushion case style, 37mm in diameter. I will do a full review of this particular watch maybe in 2 or 3 weeks time, but until then, let's check out this AddiesDive Pilot, right? So before we start, go further. So if you guys are new to this channel, welcome guys. So on this channel I review watches that is under $250 or about ringgit Malaysia 1000, and of course I review watch accessories such as straps and the rest of it. And if you like this type of content, please give me a subscribe and like, and of course if you guys are returning subscribers, thank you very much for the support. Domo arigatou gozaimasu, share jazakumullah khairan katsira, and terima kasih. Alright, so let's get back into the watch. Okay, so on the let's get to the part that I don't really like about this watch, which is the strap, right? So this is I don't know, they didn't put any statements or any stamping saying that this is a genuine leather or something, so my guess is pretty much this is a PU leather that is a bit thick, and yeah, you can see that it is very cheaply made. So you know what, that is why I immediately, when I received it, I immediately took it off and put it on another tons of straps that is available in my arsenal right? So in my watch collection, right? So let's get back to the watch. So how about the price? So this one is available on AliExpress right now for about 75 bucks, but as I mentioned in my previous in my initial review, I've got it for about 65 bucks, which is very cheap and affordable. So considering, right, so I've been considering these pilot style watches from Kojo before, so that will cost about $60, but that one didn't have the specs that I want. So that Kojo, I think it also has sapphire crystal, but it features a Miyota or Chinese movement, and the lume is pretty poor on that one. So what do you get for your money for this one? You've got a full brush stainless steel 316L stainless steel cased, and the case size is 39mm in diameter. Lug to lug is 49mm from here to here, and the thickness of just about 12mm. Alright, so 12mm thickness, so it is quite thin in my opinion for a pilot watch. And you've got about 6.5mm crown here, right? So the lug width is 20mm, and that is why you can use it in with a lot of other straps that is available on your collection, right? So that's about the case. The crystal features a sapphire crystal. On the website or on AliExpress page, it mentioned that it has an anti-reflective coating, but as you can see here, when I play with the light, it doesn't really show that blue anti-reflective coating. Maybe it is a bit thin, maybe it is just one single layer, but yeah, it's not really that strong, but still it makes the dial much more legible than it should be, right? So talking about the dial, so I've made a mistake on my initial review saying that this dial is a homage to this to the IWC Mark 18, but in reality this dial is much more similar to the ones that you would find on the IWC Spitfire, right? So you will notice that the numbering on this dial is a bit different. So the IWC Spitfire features this number 4 with a flat top, while the Mark 18 features a much more rectangular top. So that is how I know that there is a difference. And of course on the 12-hour mark here on the rectangular, this one is a lot longer but the IWC Mark 18 features a shorter rectangular, right? So the dial is of course a bit generic, but yeah, it features the same features as the Spitfire. But on the hands, the shape of the hands is similar for both IW Mark 18 and also the Spitfire, but this one features a polished hands, which is a bit weird, right? So the Spitfire is using a brush. The Spitfire and the Mark 18 features a brush hands, hour hands and minute hands, but the Mark 18 features this full white second hands. Yeah, so like I said, this is just a combination of mix of everything. So it is not an exact homage or an exact copy, but a combination of many things, right? So the one thing that I think is an advantage over the IWC is that the date wheel is basically, you know what, if you see that this is hour mark as a circular pattern, you will see that the date window position is just nice. It's not straight compared to the IWC Mark 18 and also the Spitfire. Both of that watch, the date wheel is in straight line with the 3 and number 2 and number 4, which is a bit weird in my opinion. And this one looks way much better than those two, right? So I'm not saying that it is much better in terms of quality or compared to the IWC, but I think the design of the date wheel is just nice. Is better compared to those watches, right? The case shape, although, is not same, right? So I don't have a picture of the both IWC watches, but the case shape is different. This one features this, although it has a 59mm lug to lug from here to here, but the lugs goes tapering down like here, and it gives a much more comfort whilst it is on the wrist. And you can see that the lug holes, right, so it is not here, it is at almost at the center of the lug. That means when you wear it, when you put it on a leather strap or anything, it will wear not as big as you think, right? So I've talked about everything, the dials, the hands, and the crown, right? So this is where it differs. It differs from both the Mark 18 and the Spitfire. This features a polish crown, which is a bit weird. So I don't even think that this is a stainless steel crown. Maybe this is a plated crown. I'm not really sure, but still there is a bit of wobble. And crown adjusting is okay. So it features a Seiko NH35 hand winding and hacking movement. So I'm not going to be showing you that because I've just set it to the correct time tonight. So yeah, it is already 10 p.m. tonight, so I'm not going to be changing anything. But yeah, still it is a bit weird because it's polished. It's a bit of huge contrast compared to the fully brushed case, but I think maybe they want to, you know what, match this polished surface to the ones that you would find on the hour and minute hands, right? So at the back, because I choose the sterile dial version, we're not gonna have any writing or stamp in here. But if you do choose the logo version, the AddiesDive logo, this logo, right, that logo will look a bit weird, right? It's on this hands or on this dial. So they don't really, if they have a version of sterile dial and a logo case back, I would choose that one. But yeah, it comes just if you choose the logo dial, it will have a stamp logo here and also a stamp case back. And yeah, that is, you know what, I prefer sterile dial on a Pilot watch. Alright, so what about the lume then? So let's give it a charge here. So I'm using the light of justice. Alright, so the light of justice here, let's just rub it off a bit and let's see how the lume looks like in the middle of the dark. And of course I am going to be comparing it with the Seiko SNK 381. Boom, you can see that for the money, 65 bucks. That thing glows really awesome. Shame that they don't really lume the second hands, otherwise it would look awesome as well. If you compare it to the Seiko Lumi Bright so Seiko Lumi Bright on the SNK 381. So you can see that the Lumi Bright has a bit of a blue tinge to it, and this one is featuring the C3 Super Luminova, the AddiesDive, and yeah, I think both is okay. And of course, it is not a dive watch, guys, so it won't be last. If you charge it properly, it won't be lasting up until 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, right? So let's talk about let's see how it looks on my wrist. But first, I need to put it on a strap first, right? So I'm going to be putting it on this Hawaiian leather strap from nomadwatch.com, nomadwatchworks.com. So you can see that because the lug holes is quite deep in the middle of the lug, it will wear much better than the long lug to lug dimension suggests. So boom, yeah, you've got it in. Check that out, guys. Black with white stitching contrasts really nicely with that matte black dial. Let's give it a quick wipe and let's see how it looks on my 6.75 inch wrist. Okay, so sorry about that, and boom. I'm just gonna be putting this off camera because it is much more easier that way. So yeah, this is how it looks on my 6.75 inch wrist. Very nice Hawaiian leather strap here in black color with the white stitching, and boom, you've got yourself a very versatile watch for about 65 bucks. You can't really go wrong, guys. This is an excellent everyday watch. Check out how the lugs curve down from here, and it doesn't, although the lug to lug is a bit long for my wrist, it does hugs my wrist, and it does looks good from top. And yeah, I think this is a perfect watch if you just want to have a cheap or an affordable pilot watch in your collection. All right, so what do you guys think of this particular AddiesDive? I think that AddiesDive, similar to the Steel Dive, is giving us tons of great option if you don't mind the homage watch in the homage watch style, that is. So yeah, it is you know what, for me, I'm not really gonna be spending so much on a pilot's watch because my main genre is if dive watch, so that is where my interests are. But still, for something like this, it is okay if you want to test the water, right? So if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Bye bye.